right in front of us here. Look at this. This is one of my favorite corners. This is the old iconic wooden boarded track, or whatever you want to call the outside. They brought it back last year. I mean, it went away for quite a while, probably more than a decade, and they brought it back. You can see there's tire marks on it, roost marks, but that's just a symbol of Highpoint.
Yeah, and we saw some passing in 450 Moto 1. You saw the race recap there. Eli Tomac squaring riders up, making moves. So that is a passing zone. It's not just a gimmick. Shout out to Henry Miller, privateer out of Minnesota. Finished right around that top 15 last week, so he collects the FMF Privateer Power Award winner. Good job, Henry. Now time for the KTM keys to the moto. Brock, what do we need to do here at Highpoint?
Well, the broken record, get a good start. Both motos again. We talked about that. Ken Roczen, you know, if he doesn't get a good start or someone doesn't get a good start, they don't run up front. And then line selection. You're going to have to pick good lines. They're changing all the time. Every lap they seem to be changing. So inside out. So can't wait to see what happens here.
Sexton looking for the 1-1 like he did at our season opener in Southern California, trying to show that wasn't a, hey, round one is wild. Hey, he just has the track in California dialed. He's trying to bring it all the way back here to Pennsylvania and replicate it again on the 23. Revs are up. Gates down. Roczen, much better start. Oh, can he hang on the inside? There's a lot of bumping and banging. Is that Ryan Dungey to the lead with a motosport.com hole shot?
Out of retirement and into the first turn first. That was a fantastic jump by Ryan Dungey. I think he was right next to the doghouse, but Chase Sexton, our first moto winner, is now in second place already, entering the stair-step downhill.
Hey, you could argue that was Dungey's best moto so far this year, that first moto, and he is flying here early, put a little distance, but now it's the Honda boys ganging up on him. Sexton and Roczen second and third.
Yep, Christian Craig looks like he's in fourth, mixing it up a little bit with Jason Anderson, and while he did that, Bam Bam Barsha was able to work his way into fourth place on the outside.
Look at Roczen. He's trying to get Sexton, and Sexton now attacking Dungey. Three-rider battle for the lead at Highpoint.
Yep, this is just classic Dungey getting the whole shot here. Now Roczen's on the inside of Sexton. Sexton playing a little conservative on the first lap.
I don't know how Roczen did that. There was nothing on the inside there. No berm, dry dirt, still made the pass. We're on the beta drone cam. Roczen back to his old tricks, going very fast on lap one. Can he get Dungey?
Yep, coming down that hill back there where he made that run down the hill. We were on the beta cam, the drone cam, but I'm telling you, he got on the rear wheel. Roczen just pinned it down there, was able to wheelie down, get a great drive, and get a run on Dungey right here. He's making the move.
There it is. So Roczen to the lead. And Sexton, you know, will want to follow his teammate through, but Dungey was very good down to the inside of this corner, the previous moto, and he's working it on Roczen, and it works again.
Yep, and Roczen hit a little rut on the outside, lost some drive, and here comes Chase Sexton on the inside.
Three-rider fight early on, and they're all over this racetrack. Sexton trying to get Roczen. Roczen trying to get Dungey. Anderson closing from fourth.
Yep, Sexton's got to make this move soon and get around Ken Roczen, because he doesn't want to go up. And they watered the track right there. And Sexton got sideways. Ken Roczen nearly contact. This is just total mayhem. I can't even describe it fast enough. Just watch.
Dungey lost the back end. He had it pinned around that corner over the ruts to try to hold Roczen off. He did. Then Roczen gets him in the next corner, and now he knows he's going to have his hands full. Sexton and Anderson are right there. Hey, this is what Ryan Dungey signed up for. He comes out of retirement. He wanted to be in the battle, and he is.
He is right in the heat. Right in the frying pan they took him. So let's Anderson back there in fourth wants to come join this crowd. Got Jason and then you got Justin Barsha in fifth, and Eli Tomac. We're finally seeing where he is in sixth place.
So Roczen in the lead. Now his teammate Sexton wants to take second from Dungey. Let's see if he can lock it down, and he does with the left-hander.
He does. He knows he has to get around Kenny Roczen fairly soon, because Jason Anderson's not going to sit back there and not start rubbing on this. And then Eli Tomac coming from behind too, so we never know. So Chase Sexton needs to just go do what he did the first moto, get out front and start trying to disappear.
We've seen some good battles between Roczen and Sexton, the Honda teammates, so far this year. We see Anderson now on that green Monster Energy Kawasaki. Wait a minute, Dungey. He is feisty today, going back after Sexton.
You know, we didn't see the real Ryan Dungey last week at Thunder Valley. He was sick. He was fighting, breathing, and then the elevation was even twice as hard. So now we get to see Ryan Dungey and what he's capable of.
Oh, the fans love this. Retired after winning a third straight Monster Energy Supercross title back in 2017. A lot of rumors of a lot of comebacks through the years, but after 5 years passed, I don't think anyone expected it, and he is back. He might not be quite all the way back where he was, but he's not far off. He likes this inside. Can he use it to get Sexton back? Almost.
This is incredible. There are a lot of people that are saying Ryan Dungey was going to be lucky to even get in the top 10, and sniffing the top 5 would be just impossible. But he's showing them all wrong right now.
Well, he said first lap in early race that intensity was going to be tough to find, but he's got that figured out today. He is absolutely sending it against Roczen and Sexton, who have sprint speed to burn.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Dungey's had 6 career starts, I believe, here at Highpoint Raceway in his career. He's got 2 overalls, 5 moto wins, so he's familiar with running up front at Highpoint.
But the good news for Dungey is that he's quick, but the bad news is so is the rest of this field, and Jason Anderson just squared him up.
Jason Anderson has got the speed to take it all the way to the front here. No question about that. So we're going to see what happens here.
And Dungey, you got Eli Tomac there as well, the 3-time champ of this class.
I think now he's getting a quick reminder. It's like, okay, retirement wasn't so bad, but this is what he signed up for. I know he's loving it, but Eli Tomac's making a run down the inside of Jason Anderson even. So Eli Tomac looks like he's going to make a pass stick here, possibly on Dungey.
Ooh, no! Tomac made a mistake. Dungey drives it in.
Tomac went to that outside rut, stuffed it in there, and it looked like his whole front wheel just buried.
Now, fans here are loving this, and they're happy to see Ryan Dungey back. Yeah, that's right. Wheaties box, that's when Dungey was #1 in this sport. Really took it to some mainstream levels in the Wheatie box. And you can hear when he got this whole shot, this crowd came to life. They love this.
They did.
Let's send it down to Jason Thomas with Dungey's mechanic.
Carlos Rivera, Ryan Dungey, mechanic. Now, he hasn't raced here in 7 years. Gets out there, get the whole shot, running around with these guys. You have to be blown away at how resilient this guy is 7 years later.
Oh, man, it's unbelievable. That whole shot right there makes it all. I mean, he's up front, right in their pace, and, I mean, we are excited to have him here.
Yeah, this is a 22-year-old level, not a 32-year-old level, so I think we're all a little bit shell-shocked.
I mean, it's unbelievable, but the guy is so talented, and, I mean, you don't forget how to ride, so you can tell. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, he is fighting back. Anderson got him, but look at Dungey. He's got some crafty lines out here, and he wants them back.
That inside line looks like it's working. Maybe it's inside of the old inside line, but he's made a nice run up that hill. He's doing a good. Gosh, it's just amazing what he's accomplishing right now. Running around 32 years old.
Yeah, exactly, but it's really the time off. Oh, look at what? Eli Tomac, just a quick strike outside to inside. Gets the move.
Yep, he went all the way around the outside, carried a ton of speed, and look what he's got
Anderson
right here, too. Just got Anderson.
What?
Talking about finding a line where there wasn't a line. There it is, going into the old board corner and making a move around both riders in one short order.
Dunn's got to be like, what, Sam Hill? I'm riding well, and I just got picked off by 2 guys. That's the intensity right now. Anderson, almost comes together with Tomac.
Wow. Tomac went from, wait a minute, I just got a 2-for deal, but then now Anderson's got a lot of fight in him. He wants to get one of these wins. That one win at Hangtown for overall, but he wants another moto win, no question.
Well, if you're Tomac and Anderson and you've got championship aspirations, you cannot let the Honda teammates do what they're doing right now. They're marching away again. Roczen with the lead, Sexton in second.
Yep, Roczen showing the speed. I mean, that start, this is just show the difference between Ken Roczen. We barely even mentioned him. Now when we watch this on the screen, you can see the fact that Roczen has the speed, but when you get a bad start, you're not able to battle for a front.
ETS Racing Fuels drone cam here, and we get a look. Side number plate dangling on the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if he had contact with something and broke it, or just simply got torn out, or a bolt might have come unloose. And sometimes when you have contact, you can tear the side panel out.
The big question is, Brock, as Dungey goes back after Anderson is back to our ETS Fuels drone. Do you think that side plate might make a difference in Sexton's riding?
It can if it gets up towards the front in the boot area, but Sexton, it looks like he's able to keep it behind his leg. We'll see. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
Well, Tomac is on a charge. There's the number 3 in the number 3 spot on the Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing Machine. Dungey did it. He got Anderson back.
No way. He just passed one of the winners of Hangtown. That's amazing, Dungey. So let's keep an eye on. We're coming up on that section where Eli Tomac got the 2-for deal lap earlier. Let's see what he's got in him here.
Well, he used that line. He got right up on Sexton. Now here's the other line that he had where he made the pass on Anderson. Sexton went inside. Didn't let Tomac have it.
Yep. Block just right in the same line. So switch it up here.
Tomac's got to be fastest on track right now. He quickly ate up the gap that Sexton and Roczen had on him. He wants to get the points back that he lost in Moto number 1 to Sexton.
Starting to remind me of the Eli Tomac of the second Moto Hangtown. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a spectacular one between Sexton and Tomac. Back to this battle, Dungey and Anderson in the FMF battle box. It is Renaissance Day for Dungey. It was impressive considering how long he's been off the first couple of rounds, but he's gone to a different level today. Meanwhile, we get to watch Tomac and Sexton fight for second, and Roczen's not that far ahead.
Yep, mentioned it to Tom right before the race started. I walked down and talked to Ryan Dungey, and I said, I mean, tell me, no, straight up, are you healthy or are you not? And he's like, I'm good. I'm better than much better last week. So he looked like it.
Yeah, taking big steps, no doubt, the Red Bull KTM team. But how about this battle? Tomac second in Moto 1, third in Moto 2, but he wants to get back around Sexton, and they're inching up on the race leader, Ken Roczen.
It's pretty neat that we have to split the screen in order to see all the action out there. This has been this way all year, and it's been fantastic here at Highpoint Raceway.
Oh, Tomac has a line on the inside. He pulled up alongside.
Yep, he just made it look easy, like he really wasn't pushing that hard, but he was on the inside, did a perfect line there.
Looks like Sexton has to start riding defensive now. Cover these insides. No, he's going to go way wide here.
Yep, Tomac goes right back in that mid. Whoop, big old hook in the end of that berm there. You could just see the G-forces, the jolt that Eli Tomac's body took as the track is getting rougher and rougher.
Unbelievable, the racing we've seen this year. Sexton able to hold Tomac off and keep his teammate in check.
Okay, this is the outside line we saw Eli use earlier that had some speed, but Jay Sexton was able to go inside and carry his equal amount. And here we go. They both are starting to catch Ken Roczen. Now we've got a full three-way battle for the lead. Exactly what we wanted to see.
Incredible.
Okay, this is edge of the seat stuff now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 3 different lines into that billboard turn. Roczen looking for the edge of the racetrack, just trying to find anything smooth into that corner. Sexton follows. Tomac don't care.
Yes.
He'll go somewhere else.
Side panel does not seem to be affecting Chase in any negative manner here, so we'll see as they head down the stair step downhill.
Sexton has a couple shots at it now. He's pulled up right behind Roczen.
Yep, front end a little high. Eli means he's getting on the gas right up to the launch point of the jump. He's not. This is such great footage from the drone cam here. It's
what we've come to expect. As you said, the racing this year, practically every moto has had a battle. Now Sexton pulled away big time in Moto 1. Behind him, it was a duel, and now he's in that fight. And look at that crowd at Highpoint. What more could you ask for?
What a massive crowd here on Father's Day weekend. Hey, a lot of fathers out here, really. This is what how they want to spend their Father's Day weekend, bringing their family to the motocross races, and hats off to y'all.
So Tomac in third. He was side by side with Sexton the last time through here, and he does it again.
Yep, feet off the peg style, almost like he's just trail riding. But he's going so fast doing that. Makes it look easy.
And Sexton on the outside here again. He and Roczen on the outside. Oh, Tomac can get that corner right. And obviously that rut's not doing him any favor. Oh, no. Sexton's scrubbing, and he wants to take the lead. Almost collides with Roczen.
Right hit the launch point. Look at this, launching down the hill. Gets a bigger jump, starting to release the brakes. He can make it work. Oh, then the ruts they're just deteriorating so much, and Kenny's got a little more speed out of that wide line, able to carry it all the way up the hill. But this isn't, Sexton's not going to give up.
Sexton did everything right, but that rut let him down, and that allows Roczen to survive the attack. 3-rider duel here at Highpoint. As close as you like it, into the billboard turn.
Yep. Tomac went the outside, carried a little more speed. Sexton's got a great drive out, pull alongside, but the next one's a right-hander, so able to block. Now if he keeps blocking too much, Tomac's going to get a wheel under Sexton.
Roczen has said he wants to be relentless and fight for it this year, and he does, man. Every time they get to him, he gets the bike wide, and they cannot get by.
I mean, Kenny Roczen, I mean, how do you say about a world champion and a person of his level, a national champion, but he's showing more fight than I've seen in a long time, and I think we'll have to all agree with that.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's making life tough on Sexton, and Tomac is there lurking. What a battle.
God. they're all in the same frame. It's just seeing this over and over and over. And don't forget, we got Dungey and Anderson back just for 4th and 5th behind these two.
Brock, when you're in these battles, and you've been in them, I mean, it's intense, but can you have fun at the same time? Can you enjoy this? As Caroli's out, unfortunately, 2 motos in a row for our world champion.
I mean, you can have fun, honestly, but when you're in them, they're pretty intense, and you just want to. I mean, when you win, of course, oh, that was super fun. When you get 2nd or 3rd, it's like, yeah, I don't think so.
What happened to Tony Caroli? Let's see what Jason Thomas knows. JT.
So Tony Caroli went down in a heap with Christian Craig in that first moto, and I spoke with team manager Ian Harrison, and he said he had a hurt knee coming into this moto, was going to try to ride, and obviously it's just not working out for him.
Tough break. He was planning on maybe a break after this, so that's almost a guarantee, I would think now, as Sexton attacks Roczen on the outside. He's quick over the top of this jump, and this time he uses it to get to the lead.
Yep. Yeah, lap before we saw that same exact move where he tried to get it. He was so close, but this time he's like, I'm going to make it work. So he charged harder coming in, entering the corner, and was able to carry even more speed out and made it work. So great pass. But Kenny Roczen, look at this. As we talked about, he's relentless. He's going right back at it.
Man, it looked like Tomac was in position several times to get Sexton. Now he's on the ropes. He's got to try to prevent Sexton from getting away. Roczen has a save. Mistake from Sexton. Roczen's going to give it full send and take the lead back.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I'm sure we're going to get that one on a replay, right?
No, Roczen ran out of real estate.
Oh, and here comes Tomac.
Tomac almost took advantage. Well, they needed that break. I think Sexton was going to try to get away. They didn't let him. 15 minutes down, 15 minutes to go. You can save 15% on your insurance with Geico. You're going to need it. I mean, we're up to almost full contact between these three.
Hey, can we set back that time a little more? We want to see more of this.
15 is not enough. Okay.
Oh, no. I want 20 or 30 more of this.
Now it's Tomac. He's got the opportunity to get Sexton.
Oh, no.
Sexton almost threw it away.
Yeah, Sexton's got to regather himself here, kind of get his game plan back on. He's got the speed, he's got the ability to do it, but a couple of mistakes on the same lap has got the feathers ruffled a little bit.
How this changed about 5 corners ago. I thought Sexton was going to check out, and Ryan Dungey is there in 4th. Let's take you through this exchange.
Yep, you can see right here with Sexton. He hits this corner. Let's see. Yep, back in. Yeah, he tries to pivot to go down to the inside, it looks like, and his rear wheel was already committed to the outside rut, and he ended up just getting sideways there. That was kind of a last-minute line change. He tried to drop down to somewhere he had no business going, I guess.
Ryan Dungey's going after Chase Sexton for 3rd in this moto. This is full vintage Ryan Dungey now. They couldn't drop him.
Is it okay if we have air horns and cowbells in here?
I know, I want to do what the fans are doing. Dungey's got him. Dungey's on the inside. Sexton's great over this jump. That's where he took the lead. A lap ago, he took the lead there. Now he's fighting to hold on to 3rd. That's how close this racing is.
Oh my goodness! And where's Anderson? He's still 3 or 4 seconds back. I go, is this thing going to turn into a 5-way battle? Dungey's just being so impressive this moto. This is incredible. Again, look at this. Tomac going for the lead, and he was able to pivot out of that rut and make a move that man, where did he find that speed?
Yes. Eli Tomac was 3rd 1 lap ago. Now he's in the lead.
I saw him pivot out of that rut and just grab the full handful of that YZ450, power to the ground, and just blew by Roczen. That was more than impressive again.
Man, did this change in a hurry in 1 lap. Sexton has gone from 1st to 3rd, and Tomac has gone from 3rd to 1st. And the relentless Roczen, he has shown some fight this year. Does he have a charge in him? Because when Tomac gets the lead in the second half of the race, you rarely get him back. And listen to this crowd and watch this crowd. This is amazing what they've been treated to today.
And fans of Chase Sexton will be happy to look like he has gathered himself up here, and he's kind of regained his momentum. He looks like he's making a move back on Ken Roczen, closing in, or hopefully get back into another battle for the lead here, because he needs to start clipping away some of these points.
Well, we came into this race with 3 overall winners in the first 3 races. Obviously, Eli Tomac is the prime candidate to be winner number 4. If he gets this moto win, he'll have it 2-1. He'll be an overall winner for the first time this year. And he is putting the hammer down.
Yeah, he seems to be doing better in the second motos each week. I mean, he just really coming around and just, I don't know if it's taking him longer to learn the track or just get a momentum, or also sometimes it's hampered by starts, but see what happens.
Send it down to JT.
Yeah, so Eli Tomac hasn't ever raced any of these tracks on a Yamaha, and I think we need to remember that, because each time he goes out, he's getting a little bit better. He and the team are working on settings in it. You can see that improvement throughout the day in these second motos. He just looks almost unbeatable.
Here's something so odd. Tomac has 3 moto wins at this track, all in the second moto. And he's looking to do the exact same thing today. So something about Highpoint, it comes to him later in the day. And now he's in position to get the overall win. Lots of racing still to come. We'll take one quick commercial break. 10 minutes and 2 laps to go. Roczen, Sexton, Dungey still battling behind ET3, who's getting away at Highpoint. Tomac negotiating the lap traffic. He has flipped the switch. 2 laps ago, he was in third.
Yeah, it's an incredible statistic that all of his moto wins here are all in the second moto.
Odd, right?
Yeah, he's clearly gets more comfortable as a racer, and the rougher the track gets, he rises to the top of there.
And Sexton and Roczen having a duel for second and third, and Dungey not too far behind them. It's Anderson who's got to figure out a way to respond here. They put a pretty good amount of distance into him. Plessinger, one of his better motos of the year, in 6th. Craig 7th. Barsha, Savachi, Makarab top 10. Fans here loving it. You can hear him in the hillsides.
Nice little body adjustment, little body English there. Bike through inside. Counteracted his body to...
This Plessinger catching Anderson.
Boy, oh boy, this is a change of events here. Jason Anderson, I'm not sure exactly what's happening there, but he's falling back, and Plessinger's coming forward.
Yeah, we thought that Anderson might make a run for the moto win when he was around Dungey in 4th. Dungey got him back, and now he's got his hands full for 5th.
The 50th anniversary season of Pro Motocross is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on motorcycle insurance. Motosport.com. Make your next ride your best ride. And by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.
GoPro track preview. That's what Highpoint looks like to race, but it's even more chewed up and beat up now. Battle for second is on between the Honda teammates, and it looks like Sexton was able to get around Roczen.
Yeah, Sexton was just almost perfect riding first moto, and I expected to see more of that the second one. He had a couple little mistakes in there. Maybe rattled him a little bit, but I was curious if he's going to regather himself, and he has now, and he's got himself back into second place.
You see who's behind Roczen still. Ryan Dungey, man, he won't go away.
Number 5.
Unbelievable. What a massive improvement. Dungey was down about a minute by the end of a moto last week. I know he was under the weather, but it had been 40 to 50 seconds off the lead at the end of the motos, as we're watching on the Beta Motorcycles drone cam. So between 40 seconds to a minute had been the deficit from Dungey to the lead most of the motos this year. 6.8 down to the lead. Massive gains today.
Would that be the most improved rider, I would say?
Yes.
We're going to hand out an award, a Jason Wycan award.
Okay.
The Weege Award for the most improved, and number 5 is on his way to winning that award.
Okay, so he could contend for a podium in this moto. I mean, he was able to take the measure of Roczen in Moto 1. Roczen definitely better in Moto 2, but Dungey's not out of it yet in 4th. And Chase Sexton, the overall would slip away unless he can mount a charge and go back after Tomac.
Yep, the points would both have 45 or 47 points when they're all done, but unfortunately the overall victory and that trophy and the overall bonus and all of the things that come along with it are going to go up with Eli Tomac. So Chase has got to find a little speed here, and he's only got 7 minutes to do it in 2 laps.
He looks like he's finding it, though.
Yeah, he was the first moto. It was beautiful. He's still riding very, very well. And it looks like he's trying his best, but Tomac just somehow, I don't know what it is, he just elevates himself in those second motos, and we've talked about it. You know, all of his wins have come in the second moto.
Yeah, he's had working on his 4th 450 Moto win at this track. All 4 would be in the second Moto. Critical juncture here. Sexton's going to try to put one more charge in and keep Tomac honest. It all broke loose in about 2.5, 3 laps. Tomac went from 3rd to 1st, and Sexton went from 1st to 3rd, and now Sexton's got a hole he's got to dig himself out of as we watch this battle. Roczen versus Dungey. These guys duked it out for the championship in 2014, 2015. 2016, Dungey got hurt, but I don't know if anyone had an answer for Roczen in that year. He was so good back in the old RCH Suzuki days. Point being, so many great races between these two in the past. I don't think anyone expected to see any more because Dungey was retired. Interesting thing, we talked to Roczen last night in our pre-race show, and he said they'd become such good friends, he and Dungey. He was talking to him almost daily at times last year and never thought they'd be racing again. Really became great friends in the Dungey's post-racing days, and now look, they're duking it out for a podium.
I wonder if Kenny's regretting telling him some of those inside dark secrets. Like, what the heck did I spill my guts to Ryan Dungey for? Now I got to battle the guy. So, no, it's just fun to watch right here. I'm sure they have the, utmost respect for each other on the track. They're some of the, most respectful riders. They show each other a lot of, space. They don't try to jam it in, but here we got Ryan Dungey right here running
right now,
the inside.
Right here. He's going for the podium, and he
nice
has 3rd.
Line. That was a very good line. When the track deteriorates that much and all the lines get kind of bad, then you got to opt back towards the inside line because that's the shortest distance. You're just covering less real estate. So, again, that's what Ryan just did there, and it looked like a good move. And I think even where that line he just did there, going back to the inside.
Look, everyone was excited, I think, to see Ryan Dungey back at the races. It's great for the fans, it's great for the teams, the sponsors, and all that. But I think we all were wondering, what was he looking for? Was he looking to just come into the races and do well? Did he want to be back where he used to be on the podium? He has made notice as Roczen now comes back at him that podium dreams might not be that far from reality. Roczen, I thought, was going to get him back. No, Dungey fends him off. This is a completely different story than the first 3 rounds.
This is absolutely. And then there's probably a little caveat, and everybody wanted to see Ryan Dungey come back. I think Lindsay, his wife, would probably.
You're right.
Maybe she'd be voting a little differently on that one. But, I think now that she sees him doing what he loves to do and performing at this level, it's nice. Nobody wanted to see him come back and struggle to get a top 10, but this is what we didn't all truly completely expect. Maybe he expected it, but this is what we all are treated to.
Yeah, I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. He's making believers out of it, because to think that he's going to get back to his old level, contend for wins or podiums, might have seemed far-fetched, but I know it's just one moto, but it's hard to doubt the guy right now.
And Millville's still on the schedule.
Spring
Creek is his home track, and I really am looking forward to when we get there and watch that number 5 KTM get around the track and Ryan Dungey at the helm.
I got to throw that out there. Some of the tracks we've just done, Hangtown. Oh, no. Oh, Roczen just stalled it. I thought he might have had a bike problem.
Thank goodness for the electric starts.
Yeah.
I think he either stalled it. Yeah, I think it looked like a stall, not a just in-between gear situation.
But the track we just went to, Thunder Valley, I don't think that's one of Dungey's best tracks. And same thing with Hangtown. Dungey's consistent. I don't think the variance is huge. But we're definitely coming up the tracks that probably work a little better for him. So we could be seeing more of this to come. Dungey started it with a hole shot, and that lit this crowd up. And a 3-time champion of this class, back out of retirement. Motorsport.com hole shot right here.
Coming right out of the center there. I think he was next to the doghouse, but you see him right here on the outside.
Yeah, sorry, I think that was a 250 shot there.
Start. Yeah, we got the 250 start there. Unfortunately, that's
Yeah, Dungey was able to control it and make this thing happen. And rode well, got shuffled. Thought that might be the end of it. Outdueled Jason Anderson, then caught back up to the lead group and has outdueled Ken Roczen to move into this number 3 position. So many great stories. I mean, with the story we have up front, Eli Tomac going to try to make 4 overall winners in 4 races this year. I'll show you the motorsport.com hole shot again. This time will be 450 clips. Sorry about that.
So yeah, Dungey's coming right just inside the middle there. Dark jersey holds the perfect corner, apex tight. Flat out, clean hole shot. Jason Anderson tried to sneak up on the inside, but Ryan had no part of that.
So there it is. Dungey, the hole shot, and able to hang tough this entire moto right now. But it's Eli Tomac fending off the challenges. Sexton got to second and was 4.8 down. It's 5.4. So Tomac just ever so slightly edging away.
Yep.
See if Dungey can deliver a moto podium here.
Yeah, Eli's not letting up at all right now. He's definitely putting some fast laps in. And then you've got Chase Sexton, second fastest rider on the track, and that's why he's in second place. But Tomac is not giving it up. I mean, Chase has been able to match or get close, a couple tenths behind, but he's not turning in anything faster than Eli.
We go back to Ryan Dungey here, and a shot in the arm for the Red Bull KTM team. It has been a struggle for quite some time for them outdoors. Rough season for them with Marvin Musquin and Cooper Webb below their normal standards last year. And been a slow start for Aaron Plessinger. Saw some signs of life from Tony Caroli, but unfortunately that got undone today with the crash. So they needed this boost. It's not going to be an overall podium for... Oh, no. I miscalculated. Dungey's looking at the overall podium with the tiebreaker. He and Anderson are tied on points. He's going to go to the podium today if it ends like this.
And you know, this Highpoint crowd here, they are already looking for a reason to cheer, and they are a knowledgeable group of fans. They know motocross well. They know the tradition and history, and I can't wait to see if Ryan Dungey gets up on the podium. He will get a hero's welcome.
No doubt. I mean, they went nuts just with a whole shot. Podium, unbelievable. As for Eli Tomac, you knew that an overall win was coming. You wanted to see it poetically at round 4 so we could get the 4 winners in 4 rounds. We have it. And there is something about specifically the second moto at Highpoint. You can't beat the guy.
After the last lap at Thunder Valley, though, I'm not counting it. So just now, the 30 minutes is about to expire here in a few seconds, and then we're going to have a 2-lap board come out, and Eli's just got to get the 2 laps put in the books, and then we'll see if he gets that overall, and then we will have 4 winners in 4 rounds. But,
yes.
Yep. So.
We're watching Anderson here, and he's been battling with Plessinger, and then Craig in the number 7 spot. That's the blue Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha. Anderson right ahead of him on the Monster Kawasaki. So Anderson not out of it yet. He's still got a fight on his hands from Craig. If Anderson can pass Plessinger, he would repass Dungey in points and take that podium away. But he's got a lot of work to do to get there.
Yes, he does. And actually, it's kind of a surprise for, Anderson was right there on the start on Dungey's shoulder, so he was kind of second place, and I think for him to slip back to a 6th place is surprising all of us. Not sure if that hand's bothering him or just what's going on exactly, but he's not having his best ride, that's for sure.
That's right, and just going to be edged out with the, here we're going to show you the gap. There it is. The gap between Plessinger and Roczen. So that's the difference in the overall, Plessinger and Anderson. That's the difference to the overall podium today. Anderson would have to bridge that gap. And remember, Plessinger caught and passed him. I talked to Plessinger in practice today. He was really happy where they've gotten the bike. It's been a struggle the first 3 rounds. He actually said the rare words of perfect, which you don't often hear riders say.
Exactly.
First moto was only so-so, but this is not just for Dungey, but also a sign for Plessinger. This is much better.
It is. The KTM, I mean, they had to do a complete plan B here for their outdoor championship. They didn't have their, they started off the 2022 season. That's not the team they were expecting to see compete in this 50th anniversary of the AMA Pro Motocross Series, and to bring over a Tony Caroli, to have to bring out a Ryan Dungey off the couch, and then Aaron Plessinger coming back from a little bit of an injury there. So it's a different plan, and they're all starting to finally come to fruition, and it's good to see.
Yeah, Plessinger still, feet off the pegs there. Wait a minute.
Nope, announcer's curse, something
He's got
happened.
a problem. He's off the track. Can he recover? He's running an arm brace, by the way. He's coming back from a broken arm. So now Anderson has another shot at it.
That was interesting. It looked like he went off the side of the track. I'm not exactly sure what happened. We'll have to see that again. We were looking from an overhead shot of a drone. But look, he's waving.
Yeah, he's waving him on. And that's going to take the overall podium away from Dungey. It's going to move Anderson back. I don't know if Anderson knows this math, but it's going to put him back into 3rd overall. I think he's hurt.
He's big time hurt. Is it?
Oh, no. Just when things finally were turning back in his direction. Again, came into this series off of a broken arm in Supercross. Dungey would need to get Sexton, which is going to be a tall order, to stay on the podium. Still a moto podium for Dungey. perseverance for Anderson going to pay off. Not his best ride today, but a podium potentially nonetheless.
Yeah, that's very, very disheartening. Unfortunate for Aaron Plessinger. I'm not exactly sure what he hurt. It's been a painful day for him. We saw something happen in practice earlier too that he took a little while to recover from. I spoke to him about that, and so it's he's had some pain today. So.
See the event points as they run. The way the overalls work, it's championship points per moto.
We have 5 riders in that one corner, and only one of them's on the lead lap. So good job, Chase, negotiating away. Good job, the other riders, for yielding to one of the front runners.
Sexton is trying to bring it home. That would be second overall today. You know he wants wins. White flag is out, but you're not going to catch Eli Tomac on this racetrack. You're going to have to hope for a mistake. It's unfortunate what happened to Plessinger. We'll try to sort it out here. Catch that right leg in the rut.
Yep, and then he rode off and immediately reached down to, looks like he touched his, reached down with his left hand to hold his right knee, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he does catch the right leg right here.
Right here, hops over, boom, catches it.
And he knew something.
Then he reaches down with his left arm, his knee. Yeah, we'll have to find out, but yeah, it's very unfortunate.
No, not a good sign. It's not just that it takes the podium away from Dungey, but Plessinger was finally putting a pretty solid moto of his own together here, as we were getting to some tracks that were better for him as well. And he had the vibes this morning. Man, hope that's nothing too serious. He needs some momentum. We go back to Eli Tomac, and this is what he does. End of the day, track's at its worst. This is where he's at his best.
Yeah, he's really impressive. Second moto, he's turning into Mr. Second Moto here, especially at the Highpoint Raceway. I mean, this is where all his moto wins have come in the second moto. So turning into a really good run here. Chase Sexton, unfortunately, thought after that flawless first moto, it's like, who could possibly beat me the second one? And then here we are.
Still circulating, by the way. We just caught that there. That was our shot. Plessinger's going to try to finish this moto, try to grind out some points. And how much of an all-timer is Eli Tomac? He is currently tied with none other, third all-time in this class, Bob Hurricane Hanna, with 27 overall wins to move him into a solo position of third. The only riders ahead of him, of course, Ricky Carmichael, who holds pretty much all the records in this division, and Ryan Dungey, who's second all-time in overall wins. So that's big for ET3. But he's worried about the here and the now. Getting that win. Here he comes. And making up some ground in the series standings and getting the momentum that comes with it. There it is, Eli Tomac. 28th career overall victory in the 450 class. The Lucas Oil Pro Motocross is coming down to the wire. Dungey and Roczen. Did Roczen take it away? Roczen took it away. He said he's going to be relentless, and he was.
Completely relentless, and that's it. Hats off to Roczen on that one too. That's an impressive ride and a fight back at the end.
That's what he said he was going to do this year. Be relentless to the end, and he got it done late in this one. Takes the Moto podium away from Ryan Dungey. So Roczen, those are valuable championship points for him. He takes 2 more with the late pass. No stopping Eli Tomac. When Highpoint.
New CRF 250R. Lighter, faster, stronger.
Ready to help you find your edge.
Rated E for everyone.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
I can't have you just rolling your eyes at us. You got some.
Hey, where are you going? Hey. That's the giveaway bike. Hey, come on.
Hey, we're supposed to put that back in the shop.
Get off that thing.
We're supposed to be riding that thing.
That's the giveaway bike. Come on, man.
Enter to win at motorsport.com/win.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
The 50th anniversary season of Pro Motocross is brought to you by Optima Batteries, the ultimate power source. Honda, celebrating 50 years of off-road dominance. And by Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive.
We are back. Tremendous racing again in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross in this 450 class. We now have 4 winners in 4 rounds. Eli Tomac on top. JT.
Eli Tomac, your overall winner and second moto winner. That's 4 times you won the second moto here at Highpoint. What is about that second moto that does so well for you?
Seems like I got to figure out my lines in the first one, and today, that's what I did. We made a small adjustment between motos. That helped too. My body was clear, and I just was able to put the power down the whole time. So that was a lot of fun. I had to pass a lot of guys. Thank you, Monster Energy, Star Yamaha on the day. That's our first motocross overall, so super neat for us, and what an awesome crowd today too.
Yeah, well, they were cheering because they had a lot to cheer for. Let's show you with our Lucas Oil race recap. Unbelievable race here in 450 Moto number 2. Starts with a Ryan Dungey hole shot. Crowd immediately went wild.
That's exactly right. That's what they wanted to see, and that's a perfect shot by Ryan and got him up front.
And you got Anderson, Sexton, Roczen, Craig all right there. Honda boys start battling. Here's Roczen versus Dungey for the lead.
Yep. Kenny Roczen made his way around him right here, and Ryan Dungey tucks in behind him, but shortly coming behind him is number 23, Chase Sexton.
Yep, and it would soon be a Honda 1-2. Big move by Sexton, going to scrub right across the front to take over the lead here. And it looked like at that point he was going to be able to get away. But no, Eli Tomac was lurking from third.
Yep, one mistake right there in front of the mechanics area. Kenny Roczen goes back around, and then as he plays defensive against Kenny, then Eli Tomac tucks on the inside and makes his move.
3-rider duel for the spot. Tomac, after making the pass on Sexton, mistake by Roczen, takes over the lead.
Outstanding run right there. Gets the power to the ground, gets a wheel on the ground quicker than Kenny Roczen and gets going underneath him.
Dungey got going, and he would actually pass Roczen. This would be for third in the moto, and at one point that would be third overall. They had pulled away from Anderson.
Yep, perfect line selection on the inside there. Just kind of nimble run down the inside, and then unfortunately Ryan's teammate right here, Aaron Plessinger, catches his knee, pulls off the track. You can tell he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, we hope that's not too bad. Tomac, once he has the lead late to Highpoint, no answers. Lucas Oil finish line. He's got himself the overall win with the moto win. That moves him into solo possession of third all time with his 28th 450 overall of his career. Let's send it back to Jason Thomas on the podium.
Chase Sexton, second overall. Keep the red plate. It looks like he got a little bit flustered there mid-moto, made a couple of mistakes, but the good news is we're on to round 5 and you're still the points leader.
Yeah, I would just struggle overall with the how choppy the track was.
just didn't feel as good as first moto, but Eli was riding awesome. I heard him behind me, so I made a few mistakes after I passed Kenny. He got me back, and then Eli sucked me up and passed me as well. So, and then honestly, Dungey almost got me, so I just had to put my head down and just keep going. So I rebounded pretty good and just overall rode solid today.
And it was, absolutely. And although he doesn't get the overall win, it allows him to maintain the points lead. Tomac leapfrogs Roczen. Roczen ended up 4th overall, and Tomac outscored him by 13 today. So now Tomac is 2nd and 13 down on Sexton. Anderson slips a little bit more than 1 moto back in points. 4th, Dungey into the top 5 in points. We'll send it back to JT.
Jason Anderson, up and down day, fastest qualifier, but then it seemed like every time I looked up, you were going forward, backwards. I didn't know if you were going to make it on the podium, but you have to be happy to be up here at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know, that second moto was a struggle for me. I was trying to keep pace with those guys, but I couldn't find the flow they had. You know, it was to do the speed, I was kind of forcing it, so it was a little frustrating that second moto, but the first moto in practice was good, so take the positives and try and figure it out and be back. And I want to win some more and see if we could do it, but these guys are riding good. So thank you to the whole Kawasaki team, Monster, Alpine Star, Arrow, Scott Goggles, and yeah, let's go.
Awesome. Get him back on the podium, back in it after a rough go last time out. And it was close. 3 points between 3 riders for that final podium spot. Ryan Dungey almost had the dream podium. Not quite, but we're still going to send it down the podium. Learn a little more. JT?
Kenny Roczen showing a lot of fight today, and you said all along you just want to be in it, put your heart into it, and you can see it out there. You can see so much effort in your riding today.
Yeah, a little bit of a struggle bus here today. I didn't really gel with the track really well and with how choppy it was, so we got to do better as a team. We're going to go back and do some work, but me and Dungey, dude, that was so awesome. We found each other on the track, both motos, and after he passed me, I stalled it on the top of the track right there, so that gave us a big gap, and the moto kind of went by pretty quick, and I saw the 2 lap board, and I just wanted to freaking fight for it again, and that's what I did, and I was able to actually make, you know, with a couple turns to go, make a pass happen, and every point counts. So damage control this weekend. We're going to go back, enjoy the off weekend, but keep working.
You heard the Honda guys, the choppy bumps. They were working on that all day.
Yeah, I talked to him, Lars Lindstrom in the pits earlier, and they were having struggles, and but they still did well.
Got close, not close enough. There's our upcoming schedule. Let's go back down the podium. This will be a good one. JT?
So Ryan Dungey, I have to be honest, when you grabbed that hole shot, I threw my microphone down and started cheering in the mechanics tower. This place was going absolutely nuts. I'm not sure if you could hear it.
No, it was awesome. You know, I got off to that good start, and it was so nice to just get clean air and run up there with them fast guys. And a little slow to start, got past a little bit, but got in the mix, and it just felt good. And setup felt good, track felt good. It just was nice to be up front, just one step closer to the podium.
That is many steps closer. He only 11 seconds down on the lead. And again, he was about 40 to 50 seconds at all the previous motos. What a story building here.
Absolutely. What an incredible improvement by Ryan.